I honestly feel like this is an important topic we need to speak on. Now, if you're not up to date, Type Soul did get leaked.
Oh damn!
Now, that within itself doesn't really matter because the game isn't gonna go anywhere, nothing's gonna happen to the game just because the files got leaked. I do want to warn you guys, if you do see a source code of the game being shared around, do not open it, do not play games with the same source code as Type Soul because you can get banned for playing a Type Soul copy. So I genuinely think you should stay away from it. Why would you want to play a copy of the old version of the game anyways? As long as Type Soul updates, it won't even be affected by it. But that's not the purpose of this video. If you guys do know, when everything got leaked, the source code showed that instead of the Shikai legendary weapons being the 1% as it showed us, it was actually 10%. And as you guys know, that's a problem. However, the devs did come out and say this was a bug and it was soon patched right afterwards. Fortunately and unfortunately, this is the reason why people kept getting daggers and long swords consistently when they were spinning their Shikais. However, the actual Shikai itself didn't actually have this bug. It remained 1%. So you weren't getting the legendary Shikai you wanted, but you were getting the good weapons. And it just kept encouraging people to roll off, which can be seen as kind of deceitful, reverse psychology. However, again, the devs did say this was a bug. So for the players that actually got the long swords, the daggers, and have multiple accounts that may or may not have these legendary weapons, they have a competitive advantage above the people who probably didn't know this bug existed. I mean, nobody actually knew in reality. However, those people don't have those legendary weapons and they didn't take the opportunity to spin when this bug was apparent, was occurring. So now that it's patched, if you spend money to roll, you're most likely not going to get a long sword or a dagger ever again, ever. So the people that did take advantage of this, even if you didn't know, you have a competitive advantage above the rest of the community. Now, this is where the actual title of the video comes in. Making things right, making amends. Now, when I speak on making amends, I'm directing this strictly towards the developers of the game. This is not a shot or an insult. I'm communicating with you guys here. There's been a lot that's gone down the past couple of days. However, it's genuinely not the developers' fault, at least not that we know of. But I still think the community deserves some sort of moral uplifting, moral boost, just for the hassle and the inconvenience of everything that's gone down. Developers, I genuinely feel like we should get 50% off dev products. Now, I don't mean we need 50% off dev products permanently, because I know there's been some discussion within the higher ups about lowering the prices, and some people are for and some people are against it. Instead, how about we meet in the middle? 50% off dev products for a week or a weekend would encourage the whole of the player base to consider actually spending money. So instead of being 800 Robux for a Shikai reroll, it would be 400 Robux. Instead of one every $10, it would be two for $10. And people would genuinely be encouraged to spend more money. That way, you're kind of giving back to the community, but you're also baiting us to give you more money. And genuinely, I know myself and a lot of the other people in the community that will be willing to spend money on things that we want, aka Shikai rerolls. The reason why people aren't spending as much now is because it's too damn expensive. I thought everybody knew this. It's actually common sense in terms of marketing. So if you don't want to make it permanent, do it for a week or a weekend, and you will see the amount of money you've made within that week or weekend will actually be a lot. It will spike, and maybe that'll help them consider making it a permanent thing. The next thing I would consider giving to the community is some codes. Yes, sorry for the inconvenience code. You guys can decide what you want to give with that. Most likely element rerolls or Shikai rerolls, and how about some weapon rerolls? Thanks. Not only that, we need the update codes for when the flower Shikai comes out and the partial res. Yes, both of them individually, preferably. Thank you very much. And also, I would actually consider making a like game code. The last time we got a like game code was 80k likes. However, as everybody knows, with simple maths, the old version of the game and the new version of the game, likes combined is actually over 140,000. We've gotten the like goal for 90,000, 100,000, 110,000, 120,000, 130,000, and 140,000. I genuinely think we should catch up with those codes. It would be nice to, you know, show the community that you're grateful for us playing the game. Now, that's not me trying to sound ungrateful. The developers, you guys have made a great game. I genuinely never thought there would be a good Bleach game on Roblox. I have been corrected. However, my point still stands on Bleach, because in terms of actual playable content, this game actually doesn't have a lot of playable content. However, the game's base within itself is good, but I'm right and I'm wrong at the same time. It's very 50-50. I do think this game has a good future if you guys can push out quality content further on down the line in the near future and for the next couple of years to come. And please, adding new Shikais and Rezzes and 1% isn't actually content, because a majority of the player base, or should I say 99% of the player base, since it is a 1%, won't actually get to experience the new content. So adding content that everyone can experience, and I don't mean making a comment, I mean actual playable content, would be enjoyable for the player base. Yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to discuss within this video. You guys do me a huge favor. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Developers, please consider what I'm saying, and the community or whoever is watching this, right? Try your best to spread this video. Let's actually get this to the higher ups. I don't know how we're gonna get the developers to see this, but if a bunch of people watch it and share it, they will eventually see it. I really want to convey this message to them. Even if they don't, you know, actually do anything, it would be good for them to consider it. And if they're hearing about it, it could be something they you know, maybe consider. And I'm not really trying to put them in the hot seat, but if they don't consider it, it kind of, you know, shows that like they don't really give a fuck. But I'm pretty sure they do. The game is really fairly new. It's only been out for about a month and is doing really well. And me personally, I'd like it to continue doing well, because if this game goes, we're back to having nothing to play on Roblox until probably December. So I'm gonna see y'all boys in the next one. Peace.